There's something strange going on in Japan. People in their 70s who look like they're barely 50. People in their 80s still working, still hiking, still living on their own. And it's not just that they live longer, it's that they don't seem to age the way the rest of us do. You've heard the usual answers: diet, genetics, green tea. But that's not the real story. Today I'm going to show you the actual reason Japanese people don't get old. Not the surface stuff everyone repeats, but the biological machinery that slows aging down at the cellular level. Let's get into it. Most people assume it's genetics. And sure, genes matter a little. But here's the part nobody mentions. Japanese people who move abroad and pick up a Western lifestyle, they age just like everyone else. Their genes didn't change, their daily life did. Which tells you everything. It's not what they were born with, it's what they do every single day. So what are they actually doing differently? Let's start with something you may have heard but never really understood. Hara Hachi Bu. The Okinawan habit of eating until you're 80% full, never stuffed. Most people think it's just a weight thing. It isn't. When you overeat, your body goes into overdrive trying to process all of it. Insulin spikes. Your cells slip into something called oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is what ages you. Every time you eat until you're completely full, you're speeding up the clock on your own cells. But stop at 80%, and something different kicks in. Your body enters mild caloric restriction, and in that state, your cells switch on a process called autophagy, where your body clears out damaged cells and builds new ones. It's a reset button at the cellular level. In animal studies, caloric restriction stretches lifespan by up to 30%. The mechanism behind it? Autophagy. So Japanese people aren't just eating less, they're flipping the biological switch that keeps cells young. Here's how you do it. Eat slowly. Set your fork down between bites. Stop when you're satisfied, not when you're full. It's not about deprivation, it's about not drowning your system. Now, movement. Japanese people don't walk into a gym and punish themselves for an hour. They walk, all the time. The average person there covers 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, not chasing a number, just because their cities are built for feet, not cars. And this matters more than you think. High-intensity exercise creates inflammation. Your muscles tear. Your body scrambles to repair them. And in the process, you generate free radicals, molecules that damage cells and push aging forward. Low-intensity movement does the opposite. Walking, cycling, gardening. It boosts circulation without triggering inflammation. It keeps your mitochondria, the power plants inside your cells, running clean. And efficient mitochondria means slower aging. There's a reason the longest living people on Earth aren't marathon runners. They're people who move gently, all day, every day. So stop treating exercise like punishment. Walk more, bike more, get in the garden. Move your body daily without wrecking it. Next, fermentation. Japanese people eat fermented food with almost every meal. Miso, natto, pickled vegetables, fermented soy. This isn't just tradition. It's one of the most powerful anti-aging tools you have. Because your gut runs the show. Your immune system, your brain, your inflammation levels, all of it. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. When your gut bacteria are healthy, you stay young. When they're wrecked, you age fast. Fermented foods feed beneficial bacteria into your system, and those bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that lower inflammation, sharpen your immune response, and shield your cells. People with diverse, healthy gut bacteria simply live longer. And the easiest way to build that diversity is fermented food. Western diets are loaded with processed food, sugar, and antibiotics, all of which strip your gut bare. You don't have to choke down natto every day, but you should be eating something fermented. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi. Your gut decides how fast you age. Treat it like it matters. Then there's green tea. Japanese people drink it the way Americans drink coffee. And it's not just a beverage, it's a longevity tool. Green tea carries a compound called EGCG, one of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet. It guards your cells against oxidative stress. It switches on enzymes that repair your DNA. It lowers inflammation. And it triggers that same autophagy, the cellular cleanup you get from eating less. People who drink green tea regularly have lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and brain decline. But here's the catch. 1 cup a day won't cut it. Japanese people sip it all day long because the compounds don't linger in your system. You need steady intake to keep the protection switched on. So swap one of your daily drinks for green tea. Not the sweetened, bottled stuff. Real, brewed tea. Your cells will thank you. Now, fish. Japanese people eat it several times a week. And not just any fish. Fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. Packed with omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA. And omega-3s slow aging 2 ways. First, they crush inflammation. Chronic inflammation sits at the root of nearly every age-related disease. Heart disease, Alzheimer's, arthritis, cancer. Lower your baseline inflammation, and you slow the whole process down. Second, they protect your brain. Your brain is 60% fat, and it runs on omega-3s. Starve it of them, and your brain cells start to break down. Memory fades, thinking slows. Feed it enough, and your mind stays sharp, and your cells stay shielded. Japanese people have some of the lowest Alzheimer's rates in the world, and fish is a huge part of why. You don't need it every day. Twice a week is enough. And if you don't eat fish, take a quality omega-3. Your brain needs it. Here's one nobody connects to aging. Stress. Japanese culture builds in stress relief by design. Tea ceremonies, forest bathing, meditation, hot springs. These aren't hobbies, they're survival tools. Because chronic stress is one of the fastest ways to age a human being. When you're stressed, your body floods with cortisol. In short bursts, cortisol is fine. It's built to get you through danger. But when it stays high for weeks, months, years, it tears you apart. It breaks down muscle. It packs fat around your organs. It damages your DNA. It weakens your immune system. It literally shrinks your brain. Chronic stress accelerates aging at the cellular level. Japanese culture treats rest as maintenance, not laziness. Western culture glorifies burnout. Japanese culture treats it like a disease. So manage your stress, not once in a while, consistently. Walk, meditate, get into nature. Put the screen down. Your cortisol is writing your aging timeline. Lower it. And the last one might be the most powerful. Japanese people don't retire into nothing. They have ikigai, a reason to wake up in the morning. And this isn't just philosophy, it's biology. People with a strong sense of purpose live longer, with lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Why? Because purpose lowers stress. It gives your brain a reason to stay sharp. It keeps you engaged, moving, connected. People without purpose decline faster. They lose motivation. They stop moving. Their brains shrink. But people with ikigai stay mentally and physically alive right to the end. That's why you see 80 and 90-year-olds in Japan still working, teaching, gardening, creating. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Because they have a reason. So find yours. Find the thing that pulls you out of bed. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to matter to you. So why do Japanese people age slower? It's not one thing, it's a system. They eat less, so their cells regenerate. They move gently so their mitochondria stay efficient. They eat fermented food so their gut stays strong. They drink green tea so their cells stay protected. They eat fish so their brains stay sharp. They manage stress so their cortisol stays low. And they have purpose so their minds stay switched on. Each habit feeds the others, and together they build a life where aging slows down from the inside out. This was never about genetics. It's about small daily choices compounding over decades. You don't have to move to Japan. You don't have to blow up your entire life. Start with one habit. Maybe it's stopping at 80% full. Maybe it's walking more. Maybe it's adding something fermented. Maybe it's a cup of green tea. Pick one. Build it in. Then add the next. These aren't hacks. They're principles. And principles compound. Japanese people don't get old the way the rest of the world does. Not because of their genes, because of their choices. They built a whole culture around the habits that slow aging at the cellular level. And those same habits are sitting right in front of you. Eat less, move more, feed your gut. Aging isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you've been doing to yourself. And starting today, you get to choose differently.